Hello everyone. Today is not going to be a joyful, just light-hearted video like I always have. It's not going to be funny. We're going to be talking about a very serious matter, and we're going to be talking about the Tony Stewart incident that happened last night. I'm recording this on Sunday, and I felt like I would give my opinion on this because when I was a kid, I was a very big Tony Stewart fan, and I just felt like I wanted to give my opinion about this tragedy. So, for those of you that don't know, late Saturday night, Tony Stewart and Kevin Ward Jr. were racing a race on a dirt track, and Tony Stewart collided with Kevin Ward, causing him to spin out and presumably wreck his vehicle, so he would not be able to complete the race. Now, Kevin Ward was visibly and understandably upset about this. He was frustrated that he would not be able to continue competing in the race. Therefore, he took the mistake, I guess, of stepping out of his vehicle onto the track to confront Tony Stewart. There were other vehicles going around the track at the time, and it was under caution. Caution means that you're supposed to slow down, and you do one or two laps at a slow pace. And Kevin Ward stepped out of his vehicle, walked into the middle of the track towards Tony Stewart's vehicle. He wanted to confront him, and unfortunately Tony Stewart struck him and with his vehicle, and he was killed. He arrived to the hospital. He was pronounced dead when he arrived to the hospital. And this is a terrible tragedy. First off, I'd like to say that my deepest condolences go out to Kevin Ward's family. This is about Kevin Ward. This is not about Tony Stewart. However, I believe that Tony Stewart is not to blame for this. He should not take all of the fault for this. Both parties, I believe, made mistakes. Kevin Ward was stepping out of his vehicle and walking to the middle of the track, and Tony Stewart with obviously striking him, and presumably he could have taken more I guess more of an action to avoid him. I've seen the video, and it's unclear whether or not Tony Stewart could see him through his windshield, could see him on the track. A lot of people are saying that it was Tony Stewart's intent to hit Kevin Ward. I'd have to disagree. I don't believe Tony Stewart had any motives towards hitting Kevin Ward. Obviously, I guess you could say that Tony Stewart is known as an aggressive driver and has gotten into a lot of wrecks in his career, and a lot of drivers have been upset with him. So this would be nothing new, and I don't believe this is something that Tony Stewart would feel the need to take an innocent man's life over. It's just something that happened on the track, and I don't believe he would want to take somebody else's life just over a simple wreck. What I do believe is that Tony Stewart meant to get close to Kevin Ward and rev his engine and possibly scare him. That's one of my theories. Another theory is that Tony Stewart did not see Kevin Ward on the track, and he revved his engine at the last moment to try to swerve and, get past him to not hit him, but unfortunately his vehicle, when you rev the engine, his vehicle slid to the right, catching possibly Kevin Ward's foot underneath the back right rear tire, dragging him and flinging him 50 feet. I apologize for the vacuum in the background, spring cleaning going on, I guess. However, this is just a terrible, terrible tragedy that has struck, and I believe Tony Stewart's career, if not over, it will never be the same. And even if Tony Stewart doesn't get a jail time, I don't believe he will, because there isn't any evidence towards intent on him trying to purposely harm Kevin Ward. His career is basically over. Even if he doesn't stop racing in NASCAR, his career is over. And even if he doesn't go to prison, he'll have to live in a prison in his mind, knowing that, accident or not, he took an innocent life that night. And it's just very unfortunate. And as I said before, my deepest condolences go out to Kevin Ward's family.